Yeah, we definitely have a stormy Thursday evening and night ahead. Now, most of the day Thursday is not going to be that much activity, but still we have a few showers. But overall temperatures will be mild tomorrow, especially further south you go, and where areas can kind of avoid a lot of the cloud cover and storms. You might get up into the upper 60s, maybe even close to 70. Further north you go, probably mid 60s, but everyone will be milder pretty much than we were today. Now, as we go into Friday, it gets a little bit more uncertain with cloud cover, but the temperatures do come down because the wind turns around from the north. That boundary, as you can see, is going to be sitting down right further to the southern Wisconsin. So those areas probably in the upper 50s, more to the upper 40s where more cloud cover and cooler conditions. But overall, the shower and thunderstorm chance on Friday is much less than we saw Thursday evening, Thursday night. I think more areas will just see a few showers and a lot of cloud cover, not in the way too much of storms. Now, the severe threat for tomorrow, it is having a slight risk all the way up to about Rochester. Further north, we're under marginal. The main threat continues to be that hail, although we could see a little bit of a wind potential there too, given there's some bowl-like structures that we could see with some of the thunderstorms coming through. But overall, the threat is still fairly low for this time of year. And even though we could see some heavy rain from the storm, the ground should be able to handle any of that sort of going on. So if we kind of time this out, tomorrow morning there could be a few showers south of I-90, very light showers. Other areas will probably just see cloud cover going on. As we go to about the noon to 4 p.m., it looks like that activity starts increasing further west and north you go. So probably west of Eau Claire towards Twin Cities area, thunderstorms will start to develop or expand. Some areas west of the Mississippi might see that get close. But really the main activity is going to be at 7 to 2 p.m. where we're going to, 2 a.m. Friday, we're going to have periods of storms coming through. Those could be strong to severe, so it's not going to be a whole stretch of storms, but it'll be periods of them. So that's kind of what the breakdown looks for Thursday. Now, if we kind of time it out, you'll see in the morning, here's that little activity just south of Decorah that could come up towards the area and spread a little bit of shower activity. The further south you go, a better chance you might see it, but they're very light showers. Otherwise, cloud cover. That south-southeast wind will start getting kind of breezy during the day too. Temperatures will continue to climb, and then towards the afternoon time frame, you'll start seeing activity west of Minneapolis start to develop. There's that front. You'll see a line of showers probably develop somewhere west of the area. We'll have to see how far east it gets, but west of Eau Claire might see some of that towards the early afternoon. And then as it begins to expand, it could expand all the way up to Ladysmith. Then after that, that's when really the main line begins to develop. That'll come through sometime after 7, maybe as 8 for Eau Claire, but you can see this little bow type feature, how it kind of expands out. That could be indicating more of a wind threat with that line coming through. A lot of this activity will weaken, but it's going to come through at some point through about 10 to midnight. You can see the activity begins to expand south of La Crosse. Eventually, that'll come through southwest Wisconsin. Everything pretty much kind of wraps up after about 3 a.m. it looks like for most of the activity. Rainfall, this will really be dependent if you get multiple rounds of thunderstorms, but more confidence you're going to get multiple rounds further north you go, so that's why the amounts are a little bit higher. But if you get one, you could get an inch to an inch and a half. I think everyone will see something, maybe a quarter to a half out of this. It just depends on the thunderstorms. Now, Friday and Saturday. Saturday looks good, but what about Easter? Well, it's going to be some exactly average temperatures, but if you go online, you can see we have a weather hit there that'll explain what we could see for precipitation chances going in, because that's going to be the other factor as we look at the 8-day forecast, that we do have some rain chances coming in later in Sunday, going to Sunday night and Monday. And then we kind of dry out and more chances. But all in all, this 8-day forecast, really temperatures are hanging kind of around average, although Tuesday we kind of boost them back up to the mid-60s. So keep an eye on Thursday evening, although we might see some activity early. It's really kind of towards evening and early overnight hours that we might have some thunderstorms coming through, which some could be strong, two maybe severe. So definitely keep an eye on it. Have the app ready and ready to take action if needed.
All right. Thanks, Greg.